Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see here. We were just doing knee to chest pose after we did the root chakra meditation. I'm going for a second. Now we're gonna lift. It's a bridge pose. Lower, slowly. Lift up again. Always keeping in mind the root chakra. Okay, flipping over, doing locust. Arms down, legs lifted. Can't really see my legs, but trust me, I'm doing it. Second leg. Back to first leg. Ugh. It's warm in here. I'm gonna turn the heater off. Okay. Knee to chest or knee to groin. Turn this heater off. Okay. It's really windy out in Baltimore today. But the sun is out. Next side. Both legs. Doing our grounding movement exercises. Go. Oh, that's right. Now let's do this. Let's do it. Oh shit! Forgot I'm plugged in. It's okay. I have an extension cord that runs all over the freaking place. Oh, okay. Not a lot of outlets in these old houses. There's enough though. Okay. Up on our feet. Hold on. Dropping down. On your feet, toes. Dropping down. Up on your toes. Woo. Dropping down. On your toes. Now, just go down here so you can see my feet. Oh, it came unplugged, but you know. We're like doing a little balancing act with the phone. Okay. Feet in, visualizing, pressing apart. Good. Now with the elephant, which is bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Okay. Then, legs up, feet flexed. Get the energy going. All right. Now it's on to our sacral chakra. So I'm just going to stay right where I am while I read it. Okay, so that was 5 minutes, but oh yeah, we did miss. That was after quitting because I noticed my phone was getting low. Okay. Ooh, my hair is, ow. My glasses grabbed my hair. It hurt. Okay. I'll try to straighten my back out. Just noticing my posture. What I'm gonna do. So I'm older now. Oh shit. Not as physically fit as I used to be. Working on it though. A lot has happened. I'm sure y'all can relate. I just let things go when life gets tough. Okay, it does tend to happen to a lot of us. Okay, let me see here. Where the fuck did I get? Okay, here we go. So we're working on the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra. And it has like a Sanskrit word. I'm going to do my best to pronounce it. I apologize if I am butchering this. Svadhisthana. It's Svadhisthana. Now, if I were to pronounce it as if it were like English, it would be Svadhisthana. Now, I don't know if that's the Hindu pronunciation or not. I can find out next time I record, I will know. How about that? Okay. We affirm absolutely, oh, so that's the water chakra. We affirm absolutely that nothing great in the world has been accomplished without passion. I believe that might be true. Almost gives my heart a little tug. The second chakra is located in the lower abdomen, centered between the navel and the genitals. Although it encompasses the whole section of the body between these 2 points, they show a picture. Here, I'll show you. No, I was thinking I'll show you later, but I'll just show you right now. Between the navel and the genitals. It corresponds to the nerve ganglion called the sacral plexus. This plexus hooks into the sciatic nerve, and is the center of motion for the body. Because of this, it is often called the seat of life. Hold on, my mom's calling. I'm just gonna hang up on her. Sorry, Mom. I have a chore I need to do for her today. But she's in Oregon, which is 3 hours earlier. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. The plexus hooks into the sciatic nerve and is the center of motion of the body. Because of this, it is often called the seat of life. Some people associate this chakra with the hara point in martial arts, though I believe this is the area to be midway between the second and third chakras. The second chakra is also described by some to be located over the spleen. This pushes the chakra out of alignment with the rest. And theoretically, I find no conclusive evidence that the energy some clairvoyants perceive at the spleen is one of the major chakras. In male anatomy, the genitals are very close to the first chakra, and the difference between the first two chakras are very subtle, allowing for possible confusion. But in female anatomy, the womb is a definite second chakra and is easier to perceive as a separate center than the male second chakra. It is possible that these theories, largely from the Theosophists at the beginning of this century, we read about that in the beginning of the book. It was like a religious group that started in New York, I believe. Let's see. Were based on male bodies, and they were further influenced by the sexually repressive values of that time, thus subduing the second chakra. The spleen does seem to be sensitive to emotional changes, yet it is not to be confused with the second chakra in the system presented here. The element of this chakra is water. Therefore, the chakra corresponds to bodily functions having to do with liquid, circulation of blood, urinary elimination, sexuality, and reproduction, as well as all the qualities of water, such as flow, formlessness, fluidity, and surrender. This chakra is the center of sexuality as well as emotions, sensation, pleasure, movement, and nurturance. In the tree of life, the second chakra corresponds to Yesod, the sphere of water, and the moon. Its associated celestial body is the moon, which pulls the oceans of water to and fro in a dualistic rhythmic motion. In Sanskrit, the chakra is called, it's Sanskrit. They're going to tell us this. In Sanskrit, the chakra is called Svadhisthana, usually translated as one's own abode. Just lost my spot. There it is. From the root sva, meaning one's own, we also find in the root svad, which means to taste sweet, or to taste with pleasure, to enjoy or take delight. When the plant has deep roots and is well watered, then the fruit is sweet. To open the second chakra is to drink with delight in the sweet waters of pleasure. The tantric symbol for Svadhisthana has 6 petals, generally of red vermilion color, but also contains 2 more lotuses within the chakra. And they show us a picture here. Let's see. At the base of the middle lotus shines a crescent moon, which contains an animal called the Makara, an alligator-like creature with a coiled tail, reminiscent of the coil of Kundalini. He is a water creature believed to represent consuming desire and passions, which must be harnessed in order to pass onward. I think of him as the animal instincts that lurk in the vast depths of the personal unconscious. So this is the picture. As mentioned in Chapter 1, the chakras are connected by a non-physical channel running straight up through the center of the body called the Sushumna. Sushumna. 2 alternate channels control the yin and yang energies, Ida and Pingala, twisting in figure 8 patterns around each chakra. Running alongside the Sushumna, these channels are among thousands of subtle energy channels called nadis, Sanskrit for flowing water. Ida and Pingala represent the lunar and solar aspects, respectively. And here's our picture. terms of the brain, specific stimulation of these channels, such as an alternate nostril breathing, would alternately stimulate the right and left hemisphere of the cortex. Research shows that these two halves of the brain are responsible for vastly different kinds of thinking, and that both halves are quite necessary for balanced understanding. The right side of the body is run by the left half of the brain, responsible for speech and rational thinking. The left half of the body is run by the right half of the brain, the more intuitive, creative side. The two nadis, Ida and Pingala, meet in the first chakra and again in the sixth. Balanced between the two halves of the brain constitutes a necessary condition for the clairvoyance characteristic of the sixth chakra. In the second chakra, switch arms. I don't know why I'm feeling so uncomfortable today, but I am. Let's see. The two nadis, Ida and Pingala, meet in the first chakra and again in the sixth. Balance between the two halves of the brain constitutes a necessary condition for the clairvoyance characteristic of the sixth chakra. In the second chakra, the nadis cross above and below, surrounding the chakra on either side. In order to benefit equality from both these energies, it is important to exalt the dance of dualities, without getting caught in extremes and losing our center. Isn't that the truth about life, right? Let me see if they show this picture. This one is, here we go. This says, the spinning of the chakra as a result of polaric currents, Ida and Pingala. Movement and flow along these nadis contribute to... Hi, Penny, I'm downstairs! Oh, and Emily's here too. No, that's Romeo. The two nadis, Ida and Pingala, meet in the first chakra and again in the sixth. Yeah, I'm down here, sweetie. If you want to, yeah. Did Emily come home with you, or is she doing after school?
Huh?
Did Emily come home with you, or is she doing after school?
She's home
Say hi to the audience, Penny.
Hi. Goodbye,
Audience. Okay, be good girls. I'll be up in a second, okay? Okay. Those are my nieces. Let's see here. One of my nieces. There's another one upstairs. Let's see. Movement and flow of these nadis contribute to the spinning of the chakra. Oh, and we have Romeo as well. Romeo, say hello to the audience. Romeo's a rascal. Always meowing, meowing, meowing. Movement and flow of these nadis contribute to the spinning of the chakras, as energy flows upward to the right nostril through the Pingala. For example, we have a directional flow around each chakra complemented by its opposite, a downward energy on the other side of the chakra, flowing through the Ida. The two movements, turning in opposite direction around each other, around each side of the center, causes the chakra to spin. Okay, so I'm going to read that again, because I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around it. So I'm going to read it again and focus on what the words are saying. As energy flows upward to the right nostril through the Pingala, for example, we have a directional flow around each chakra, complemented by its opposite, a downward energy on the other side of the chakra. Okay. Flowing through the Ida. The two movements, turning in opposite directions and around each side of the center, causes the chakras to spin. Okay. The crossing of the nadis between the chakras makes each center spin in opposite direction to the one above and below it. As each chakra spins in opposite direction to the one above and below, the chakra can then act like gears that mesh together and form a sinuous movement of subtle energy up and down the spine. The concepts of yin and yang also apply to the chakras themselves. Chakra 1 is yang, as it is our beginning, our foundation, and an odd number. Chakra 2 is yin, thus encompassing more of the feminine qualities associated with receptivity, emotions, and nurturance. The bearing of new life, centered in the area of Svadhisthana, the womb, is distinctly feminine. Water is receptive, adopting the shapes of that which it encounter, following the path of least resistance, yet gaining power and momentum as it flows. The second chakra is related to the moon. Like the moon's pull on the tides, our desires and passions can move great oceans of energy. The moon rules the unconscious, the mysteries, the unseen, the dark, and the feminine. This gives the center a very distinct power of its own, as we move from our depths outward to create change in the world. Now, what I didn't do is I didn't start off with the meditation, which I'm gonna do right now. And I know that required movement. Let me just yell up to the girls real quick. Is everything okay up there? Yeah. Okay. Don't make me come up there. What? Don't make me come up there. Why would you need to? Because I hear doors slamming and children screaming. I mean, what are you guys doing? Sacrificing the cat? We weren't sacrificing anything. Romeo's down here with me. Meowing. Let me feed the cat. Meow. Meow. Oh, dude, I gotta get you more cat food. My freaking cat eats. So I'm going to take the bus to the grocery store a little bit later. Will you guys be okay on your own?
Animal poop on the couch.
Huh?
Animal poop on the couch.
Ew, it was Roxy. It was Roxy.
How do you know?
Because Skylar never gets on the couch.
Roxy never does either.
Roxy is always on the couch every time I come up here. Or maybe it's Romeo. Well, I'll clean it up when I'm done down here. I have one more thing to do.
Don't straight away blame it on my dog.
Okay, well, I just noticed she's always on the couch. I'm sorry for blaming your dog. Small humans. Gotta love them. Okay, let's do this meditation. Okay, opening meditation. Quietly as you lie at peace or stand at peace, alive against the earth that is still, solid, unmoving, you're still. Yet for every ebb and flow of breath, there is movement in your body. There is change from inner to outer, from outer to inner. The path between the worlds is woven through you. The path of change. As your chest rises, the breath moves through your nose, through your throat, lungs. It ebbs and flows as evenly and gracefully as waves upon the shore, back and forth. Empty, full. In and out. Inside, your heart beats, your blood pulsates. A river of life connects each and every cell within you. Blood flows outward, blood flows in toward the center again. Your cells expand and contract, ever reproducing, dying. Wiggle a finger back and forth. Impulses of nerves run down your arms. Your breathing continues. In and out. In and out. Deep in your belly, you become aware of a warm glow of orange, pulsing through your pelvis, through your abdomen, through your genitals. Pulsations of orange light moving in rivulets down your legs, up again through your thighs, flowing through your belly and up through your back, nourishing all of you. You are alive. You are a wave of motion. Nothing within you is truly still. Nothing around you is still. Everything is constantly changing at each and every moment. Every sound, every ray of light, every breath is an oscillation back and forth, constantly moving, swaying, flowing, a flow of constant change, changing every moment from the last. By the time you finish this meditation, both you and the world will be different. Within your body is a river of change. Find the subtle inner flows of movement and thought, moving up and down, around and through. Find them and follow them. Allow them to gain momentum, removing obstacles by easing any tension you may find. Exaggerate their flow with outward movements. Sway in your chair, rock back and forth, creating a rhythmic motion. Let the rhythm build until you feel like getting up. Even with this book in your hand, get up and move around, swaying on your feet, circling your hips, bending your knees, always keeping the flow even and steady, remembering the roots below. You sway back and forth, up and down, in and out, expanding yet ever returning to your core self once again. You move with the flow of water, sometimes slow like a great river, sometimes quickly like spring stream, sometimes languishly like a quiet lake, sometimes passionate like the waves of the sea. Raise an arm and imagine water flowing down through it. Feel the water, feel the wet fluid run down your back, down your buttocks, down your legs, into your toes. Think of water as it flows from the sky, caressing the mountains, running in rivulets to its various pools. Imagine water raining down on you, caressing your body, running in rivulets down your pelvis and legs, down to the soft earth below. You are the rain as you fall effortlessly from heaven to earth. You are many droplets as your thoughts fall from your mind in tiny movements. The tides within you grow and move faster as they plunge downward, cascading over pinnacles of earth. Then slowly, as they slither serpentine across the great valleys of your fertile fields, until as one you ebb and flow with the tides of the sea, pulled by the moon in the dance of dark and light. Your oceans vast and deep abound with life. Your passion reaches outward, spills onto the shore, and returns again within you. You drink in all the change around you, pulling in its movement through you as your life ebbs and flows in and out. You breathe. From the vast depths of ebb and flow, you reach, you touch, you find your body. Sensation flows into your hand, across your skin. Sensation known to none but you. Your hand moves across your curves of flesh and follows lines of movement. You sway to the sensuality of your touch. Inside you rise emotions, churning, yearning, flowing, bubbling. They reach and touch and rise, becoming movements. Waves change, the water flows, within, without. You're alone, yet others are around you. They too ebb and flow and change and touch and yearn. Your movements flow to join them, desiring to unite, to merge, to move towards something new. Your hands long to touch, to pull the oceans closer, to feel the flows of other tides mixing with your own. You are alone, yet others are around you. They too ebb and flow. And I just read that. That's okay. Your movements flow to join them, desiring to unite, to merge, to move towards something new. Your hands long to touch, to pull the oceans closer, to feel the flow of other tides mixing with your own. Your belly heaves, your sex awakes, your thirst for touch and reach beyond yourself. You find your other, different yet the same. Exploring, you begin to merge. The movements build within you, exalting you, expressing you, caressing you. Your passions swell in ocean waves to crash upon the shore and satisfy your needs. The water ebbs and flows, nurture, cleanse and heal as they flow with each yearning, each movement, each breath. Ecstatic and uniting, you merge, complete with yourself and completed once again with another. You dance and rise and fall and rest. You are water, the essence of all forms, yet formless. You are the point from which each direction flows, and you are the flow. You are the one that feels. You are the one that moves. You are the one that embraces the other. Shall we flow together and join our souls in this journey down the river of life? Shall we flow together to the sea? So that is our sacral chakra.